This video, we're going to explore a little bit on how we can customize our job application form and a little bit more on how we can customize our job page that we can set up within the system. So we explored a little bit of on how we can set up our jobs page within the system. So let's do a quick recap. Within admin settings and public job page, here under job page customization, we'll be customizing our job page by adding a title, by adding a subtitle, and also setting up the images that will display on our jobs page, like the logo, the background image, and setting up the colors as well. Also, in the previous video, we explored how we can integrate this job page with your website. So by copying this iframe code and pasting that on your website source code, this will embed the careers page, this iframe, within your website and creating that careers page where applicants can view the jobs that you add to the system and apply to these jobs. And then we talked a little bit on how we can also create a feed, right, integrated with Indeed by sharing this link with our Indeed account manager and asking them to finalize the integration between your Recruit CRM account and your Indeed account, and then flowing jobs added to the system to Indeed. Now, let's talk a little bit about the job application form, which is the form that the applicants applying to your jobs will use to apply to these positions, right? Within the admin settings, again, under job settings, we'll go to the second option, job application form settings. When we click on it, the system will open to us two different tabs, right? The first question is if you want to display to the candidates the job application form or the job description form first, right? So when they open a job, will they see the job application form or the job description first? In this case, I want them to see the job description first. And then I need to toggle this button on to make sure that they are able to see the job description that's added to the system as well. So I need to make sure this is on. I can also include within my job application form social media icons, allowing these candidates to share that job on social media as well. So this is the place to set this up. I can also include a thank you email to all of the applicants for these positions. And this is the place where we'll be creating the email template or selecting one of the email templates that we have, and then selecting the email owner of these thank you email that we'll be sending to these applicants. Don't forget to save the email trigger. Within the admin settings under your account, if you have set up your account to be GDPR compliant, then you will see these option, which is the candidate terms and conditions that candidates needs to agree before they are actually applying to this position. So they won't be able to submit their application if they do not agree with your candidate terms and conditions for GDPR and data privacy policy. And then the same thing, if you have enabled your account EEO compliant, they'll be able to see your equal employment opportunity policy that you can customize in here as well. Don't forget to hit save for both of these options. And then we can customize and label the buttons that we'll display for these candidates to submit the application, to view the job description of an application. I can switch this to a different language and I can change the labels here if I want to. So this is the place for it. Within the same option, if we switch to the job application form field settings tab, this is where we will be selecting, this is where we will be labeling, and this is where we will be ordering the fields these candidates will use to apply to these jobs. I can then, like I said, reorder this. I can select the fields that I want to show on the job application form, and I can make these fields required as well. And then if I scroll down, you will see that there is this option called candidate questions. The candidate questions are basically a repository of all the possible questions that you might want to ask your candidates within the job application form. So here I can add multiple questions, right? Such as, do you have experience for this job? Do you have authorization to work within this country where this job is for? And then within each of the jobs, you can choose when you're editing the job the questions you want the candidates to fill out when they're applying for this particular job. Within the job as well, you can click on customize application form for this job and then add some extra fields, make them required, or ask for documents specifically for this position. So you have the option to customize the application form per job versus when you make the changes within the admin settings, this is applied for all the jobs that you have. I hope this video helps. And if you have any question, don't forget to hit the chat box on the right bottom side and send our team a message. Bye bye.